Welcome everyone, thank you for joining me again here on Arena. We're drafting Lord of the Rings. I've been having a lot of success with 4 and 5 color decks, legendary tribal, so hopefully today we can draft that and I can show you just how strong that deck can be and we can get a nice build going. Let's see what we open in pack 1. Pippin, Guard of the Citadel, very good, strong card, but there's also Claim the Precious here. When making a legendary tribal deck in this set, I think when you're considering what legendary cards to take and which ones to pass, the most important question is, does this card have cross synergies with other legendaries in the set? Pippin does not. So I'm not really that tempted to take it first pick, even though I want to go 5 color legendary. I'd much rather have Claim the Precious. I've had black as one of my 2 base colors almost every single time I've done legendary tribal, and Claim the Precious is so strong, where here we're going to pass legendaries. Maybe they'll wheel one of these 2, but Claim the Precious is too strong to not take, and we're going to take that and start setting up for black being one of our main colors. Here, though, we have Frodo Baggins and Mortar Muster. Frodo Baggins is just such a strong legendary creature card, and I want in all of my legendary decks since it really pops off the more legendaries you have. So let's take Frodo. All right, we have the Prince. The Prince also can pop off. If we have a lot of ring tempting, which I plan on having, the Prince just pops out little 1/1s, which are great chump blockers. Chump blocking in this set is amazing. So this combo is a nice little start. Tough choice here. Okay. I think you can make a case for the Generous Ent. I think you can make a case for the Vanguard, the Eagle, the Errand Rider, the Pathfinder, even the Sheriff. So what am I going to take here? I think most of the time when I play 5 color legendary, I get at least 1 Meneldor, and Flicker becomes really important if black and white are my base. So Errand Rider is one of the best Flicker targets I've ever seen. The safe take is probably the Ent. But we're going to risk it and take the Errand Rider and lean into hedging bets towards Flicker. Our first Great Hall Citadel, and I'm scooping it up right away. Even if there was a good card here, I wouldn't take it. I don't think there is, but Great Hall is 100% the take. Reaper or Took. Took is just better. It's a great legendary in this kind of deck, as I expect we'll be making quite a few tokens. This is actually a pretty tough choice. So I don't like Shire Terrace even in my 5 color decks. So I'm really between Torment of Golem or Many Partings. I have not played a green base 5 mana legendary deck yet. I have played white black almost every time. So Torment seems safer for me, even though Many Partings seems to make more sense. Eagles is the safest bet here with land cycling, but I think I'm going to double down on the Errand Rider and try and go into white-black base. I will take the Many Partings here over these 2 good late drops. The problem with these cards is they're not legendary, and so they're pretty difficult to cast. I'd have to have one of those colors as my main color, so Many Partings is just good if we choose green as a base. Into a Spider here. I mean, Spider's just fantastic. If I'm playing green, a Spider is better than Ambush, and I would always like to have a 1/1 Death Touch in this set. Not much. Song is fine. Great late pickup with the Pathfinder. It does look like green might become one of our main base colors. Cast into the Fire is probably a better sideboard than Second Breakfast, even though we're playing Best of 1, and Shower of Arrows is very good. Ooh, Aragorn. Well, if I'm going 5 colors, he's playable. Faramir might be the safer pick here, but I'm going to go ahead and take Aragorn. I have not actually gotten to play with Aragorn yet. Sad that we're missing out on a Citadel, but I'm taking Aragorn, and we're going to go 5 color legendary. It is possible we cut the black, but I have never done this deck without the black. The black removal is just so important. When you do this deck, I highly recommend sorting out your cards based on colors that aren't legendary. Hold on 1 second. Let me see what I'm taking. Bilbo 100%. Really great legendary. Bilbo and Frodo together are insane. So anyway, yeah, you sort out your colors that are non-legendary spells and make sure that you have a good playable curve within those 2 colors you pick, and then everything else that's legendary can just be splashed without worries. I think right now it's pretty safe to say we're a green base, and then we're either going to be black-green or we're going to be white-green. I've heard a lot of people say that green is not playable in this set, and I humbly disagree. I think green is very playable. Oh, this is tough. If we go, you know, green-black, Rise of the Witch King, I'm going to regret not having it. But I'm not ready to commit to green-black base, so, like, I think Banish for a white card has a lot of merit, but I think the Generous Ent is the safe pick. Minimum, we're land cycling for green. I know green's going to be a base color. I'm going to take the Ent as a safe pick. Rider's great, but I just think it's another Pathfinder here. So you see that I'm, you know, I am taking any color legendary that's worth taking, but I'm also making sure that I'm building a good base deck around a color or two colors. Ooh, Kerbane. Kerbane might just be the deciding factor, right? So now we're going green-black. I don't think I passed the Kerbane. It's a shame that we're probably going to miss out on our errant riders, but our black is now just so much stronger than our white, and our greens are already pretty strong. If we go black-green, Aragorn gets real awkward, so I'm going to put it over here with the white cards because it now becomes a 3-color splash instead of a 2-color splash. And I'll get into later why that's awkward. I think you could make a very good argument for the Protector of Gondor here. I think you could make an argument for Lash, even the Black Breath. But I think we're going to take the envelope. Shadow Summoning. I don't think we're in a position to go white-black for Shadow Summoning. I think green is definitely solidly a base color at this moment. And I think a Great Hall Citadel is a good consolation prize. I'm really sad to be missing out on Shadow Summoning. Like, in a lot of ways, it's exactly why I go white-black base for my 5-color legendary. But it's too risky at this point. I think a Great Hall is just fine. So we want ideally 3 to 4 Great Hall Citadels in this kind of build. On Arena, I've been having trouble getting more than 2, so we'll see if we can get more than 2. We could take another Torment here. I think I'm just going to take the 2-drop Legendary instead, and we're just going to go all in on Legendary Tribal. Since that's kind of my goal today, is to show you some of my really successful 5-color builds. The idea is you want synergies that build upon each other with these legendary cards as they get on the board together, and they're not intended to be. Sam's Desperate Rescue here is real nice, since I think black is going to be a base color. Another Pathfinder is perfect. I think I would play all 3 Pathfinders, missing out on the Elf. And now's our chance to grab the Elf over Song, or we could go with the Mines. We don't have red. It makes it awkward, so I'm going to go with the Elf here. Make sure I get one of those. They can actually be really strong in a legendary deck, as they almost always can recur. I guess we could go with second Song. Probably not going to play it, though. Let me just reorganize cards that are not part of the base over here to the side, so you can easier see what I'm talking about when I say, like, your base 2 colors need to still make a functioning deck besides your splashing legendaries. Second Sam's probably not going to get played. No bread. Okay. Man, we could have had 2 Shadow Summonings. It feels bad not jumping into black-white, but our green with 3 Pathfinders is just really good, so I'm not going to go away from that. Frodo can win games. It's a legendary that can win games. I mean, I'm more than happy to take it. We're going to have to play black as one of our base colors so that we can actually activate its 3rd ability, but it's worth it. Pathfinder or Butterbur. We could take Ent's Fury, but I think Butterbur is just too good of a legendary. It really stabilizes you late game. And if you're playing a lot of legendaries, it's not bad. We could be, you know, Abzan here. I'm not really thrilled about any of the cards here. I guess Lash is maybe the safest take. Black removal. Could take the Land Cycler, but we're not really playing a lot of red. Just take Lash. Grimma's okay. It's not the legendary I'm looking for, though. I think a 4th Pathfinder is very takeable here. But they've all been wheeling. You could take something besides Pathfinder if we really wanted to. Considering the dwarf, the 4/2 that tempts on death, it's not a bad card. But I think I'm just going to play it safe and take the Pathfinder. This is really nice. Big ent at the end. Let's do the conies we're missing out on. It's unfortunate. Okay, yeah. Now we got some stuff going. Dwarf or ent? I think I want a second ent. Another land cycler, another ent for the triggers. This is exactly what you want to be doing in green late game. We could take a 5th Pathfinder. I don't think we want a 5th Pathfinder. So I think just a 3rd ent land cycler is more than reasonable. Yeah, this deck is coming together. It's looking really good. We got our ramp and we got our late game plays. We got our color fixing. Would have liked another great haul, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards. I don't think I'm going to play any of these cards, so I'm just going to take the revive. I'm not sure I'm going to play 2 of those, but I'll take it. We're playing very little removal. Will I play a 5th Pathfinder? Maybe we just take Orcish Medicine. It's a decent trick, and I actually really like it with Death Touch. Like it more than Song. So maybe we're cutting the Song for Orcish Medicine. Legolas is a legendary. It's not my favorite legendary, but it is a legendary card. Great wheeled. The dwarf that tempts wheeled. We don't need the errand riders. We're not going to be playing white as a base. I might actually play 1 or 2 planes in this deck just because we have Frodo and Frodo that I want to come down early. But we don't really need to be playing white in this deck at all if we don't want to. Dwarf. Okay, so we are definitely green-black 5-color legendary. It's not a bad place to be. I've always done black-white, so I am curious to see how this goes. But I think this is more than reasonable. We've got really great fixing. I don't even need that fixing, do I? Not really. Yeah, no, our fixing's fantastic. I have no hesitations about running 5 colors. Aragorn is a little bit awkward because it's a 3-color off splash at this point. But, I mean, if you're going to go for it, you go for it. 22 creatures. Ooh. I mean, I kind of like it. We don't need all of these other colors. I don't even think we need a single blue, do we? 0? 0 islands? Am I okay with that? Yeah. No islands for us. Do I need a mountain? I don't think I need a single mountain either. Nah. Okay. Do I need a second plains? I think having Frodo Baggins on turn 2 is really nice. How much wiggle room do I have? A fair amount of wiggle room here. We're going to have 7/6. We could go down to 6/6. 7/6, 13, 14, 15, 16. We go down to 6/6 here. We have 3 forest cyclers. I'm not feeling bad about that. This orc doesn't make any sense in our deck. When you splash legendaries, you want them to make sense. I think all the rest of our legendaries make sense. It's a shame we never got Meneldor. I think Meneldor flickering in legendaries is quite good. We don't need the rescue. I'm thinking about even cutting this lash and just going lots of creature pressure and no removal. I mean, we're going to have the biggest thing on the board when we get to 6 mana, so I don't think we need to panic. In fact, I think without the lash, I don't need this elf. And that looks really good to me. You know what, though? We probably don't even need 7 of the swamps. We can go up in a plains. I think that's well worth it. 6/6. Yeah. Okay. You guys have been wanting to see it. I've been telling you that I win with this all the time. 5-color legendary. Is it the 5-color legendary I normally run? No, normally have really good flickering synergies, but this has everything that I'm looking for in terms of good tempting from legendary creatures, plus some really strong payouts. So I expect us to do pretty well. Let's go into game 1. This is awkward. Without a forest cycler or a forest, Pathfinder is really awkward. And so is the Guardian. But I think I keep because we have a Great Hall and a Crabane. Awkward keep though. We technically have 9 forests in our deck, so we should eventually get a forest here as we top deck not forest. We are against spells. Spells decks are very good in this set. Many partings is also very awkward here. Yeah, I think I've lost to more spells decks than any other build in this set. Mainly because when you're playing 5-color legendary, there is a forest. So we'll be cycling that for our forest, I think. Or we could torment this turn. I guess I'll torment and push some damage. Why not? Oh, their hand is really good. See, this is why we lose to spells decks. What's going on here? They can't cast Eowyn yet. They would need a white land. I think they're kind of stuck on mana, aren't they? I think the take is Gandalf, as it's the one that can pop off the most, but it's kind of nice knowing that their Soothing Smeagol is a little bit awkward with our Crabane. What a top deck by them. That's it's nonsense. Now Eowyn can exile. Come on. That top deck was nonsense. Forest cycling, since we still haven't gotten a forest. This is really awkward because they can steal a big creature and swing back at us. Or they can exile a big creature. I kind of want to just play a small creature and say go, as it can't really be a target from Eowyn or from Grishnok. We're going to take a lot of damage here, though, for sure. Yeah. We're going to get our Orc. I don't want to chump. We're kind of flooding out as well. I guess we'll go get our second forest. But we're still in a really awkward position, whereas we put out a really big creature. They're just going to steal it with Grishnok and hit us back with it. So this is real rough. And they can also bounce. I don't think this is winnable with the bounce in hand. They have 2 Smoothing Seagulls, and now they have... Yeah, they just double bounce and win. Yeah, they just have the perfect draw. I don't think there's any way we could have done this differently to give a different result. We'll play it out, though. I'm gonna take all the damage and crack my food. Even if I put every creature out that I could, they steal 1. They swing in with 4. This is not winnable. So, let's just put out our creatures and say go. I guess Pathfinder's fine. Sometimes your opponent just gets the perfect hand. What do you do? It wasn't even really a spells deck. It was just tempo. That was their third Soothing of Smeagol. I wonder how many they had in their deck. Good draw. Way to go. I still think our deck is fantastic. So, let's run it back and see if we cannot play against blue-red. All right. It's a keeper. They said hello. I'm going to play Many Partings and get a swamp, as we're going to need to get to 3 swamps to win with Frodo. And I think we are going to win with Frodo here. Or at least that's the goal with this start hand. So I'm going to play out Baggins first so that we get an extra ring tempt when we play out Frodo. I'm okay with that. We're still going to get the ring tempt off the legendaries, which is all we care about. Ooh, that's a good draw. Change of plans. Let's put out the dwarf so that we push damage and get more ring tempting. Alright, Carbine's good. Okay, there's our second swamp. We just need a third, or was a Pathfinder. I am going to Orcish Medicine here. Save the dwarf. Make Frodo the ring bearer. Okay. Butterbur Innkeeper looks real good here. We are now at level 3 ring bearer. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack them with our 4-2. And if they block or kill it in any way, we get to level 4. So they can't just take 4 damage every single turn. So I'm liking how this is looking. Probably take a turn off next turn and level up Frodo / crack our food and get another food, but it depends what we top deck, obviously. Swarming of Moria. That's actually really nice for us because it gets it out of range for blocking Frodo. Okay. Right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to make this level 2 and start working on that mana sink. And I'm going to attack in with both. Yeah. Again, if they block here and they don't have follow-up removal, we don't need the Guardian. It's fine without it. If they block here, either of these creatures, they could easily be dead next turn. So they need to be careful. Yeah. Drawing out a chump. I love it. We're going to crack our food, get another food. Seems good enough. So you go. Sauron, the Dark Lord. I don't see this one very often. So sacrifice legendary artifact or creature as the ward. If I cast a spell, they have mass 1. Army deals damage. They get a ring tempt. Okay. I think all that's fine. It makes me not want to cast spells. I think I just want to attack in and loot. And I might as well attack with both Frodo and the dwarf. I don't think Torment's the way to go here. I mean, it lets us see if they have removal. Let's just attack in first and then see what we want to loot away. but they can't just continuously take 6 damage every turn, so this seems pretty safe. We're so far away from casting Aragorn at the moment, but I think I'm gonna get rid of Torment. Oh, that's real good. So they have to have removal this next turn, or else they're gonna lose the game here. We are gonna make Frodo our ring bearer. Now we do need to top deck a swamp to make that happen, so we're not in the clear, but I do like our board state at the moment. And I'm not casting anything out because I don't want them to get a 1/1 orc. Oh, well, that works for me. That basically makes it really easy for us to not get blocked. So now we just need to top deck a swamp. Gonna sack the food now. Swamp. Swamp. That's game. I don't think there's a red spell that can kill Frodo here, so it's GG. Alright. Very nice. That's more how I expected this deck to play. Did I have fun? Skip. We have 4 Pathfinders in our deck. Haven't really seen too many of them yet. Interesting. This is acceptable. I mean, technically we have 3 forests here. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle now. I don't really care if they know I'm getting another forest. Muster. And there's a Pathfinder. I'll lead on that. That was a very aggressive Black Breath. That was crazy. I guess I'll just play another Pathfinder out. That was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen somebody play that card to get rid of a Pathfinder. Oh. That's an issue. I mean, they don't have anything to flicker now, but we could lose to a 3/3 flyer. That could solo us. Huh. I guess I'm gonna play out Frodo, and then I'm gonna play out Dwarf or Crebain. I guess we'll go with Crebain to start with, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna block Meneldor unless there's a good flicker target on the board. I'm gonna save it so they can't get flicker value for when I need to chump. But hopefully we get a land, play out our Ent. Our Ent will block it, and it'll be fine. The only issue we have is if they somehow make it the Ring Bearer, then we're back to square zero. Another Pathfinder's great here. Bring out the Guardian as well. I don't think we really have any attacks here. Awkward. They still don't have any good flicker targets, so I don't think I'm gonna block here. And I really don't think I'm gonna block that orc either. I think that's really sus. Right. We can do Ent or we can do Burglar. Let's go with Ent to get a stop to Meneldor here, hopefully. Guardian and Frodo? Although is Frodo really achieving anything? No. Just go Guardian. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. I guess Frodo can still be our ring bearer, yeah. We could go with Generous Ent, but I kind of want to leave him back as a blocker. This is a tricky choice. I'm going to go with Frodo. I think the Ent could be a good, reasonable choice as well there, though. Gandalf. Gandalf's the problem. They still don't have a good flicker target. So, that's the one good thing we have going here. We're dead. Birthday escape on Meneldor. Now our Ent doesn't block it. Ah. That's frustrating. Discarding green cards, though. Interesting. Oh, they flickered it. Oh, that had to have been a mistake. We're one color off, but we can get the treasure from Bilbo to cast Aragorn. If we attack him with Frodo, he can kill a creature over there. I think that's decent. They can tap their Irith to make it not a force block if they would like. Clearly they just want to save the damage. I think that's fine. Okay. We're not winning this game. Their raw card advantage over there is ridiculous, and we're kind of getting soloed by a bird. I think all of their damage has come from Meneldor. It's absolutely insane. I'm okay with that. I want Bilbo attacking in anyway, not Frodo. This gives us another food as well, so that was not bad. I guess they didn't have a way to make Meneldor the ring bearer this turn. I guess, oh, there's the way. Okay, now I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, we're still just losing horribly here. I don't know. We can kill the Vanguard with Bilbo. That's pretty safe, but it's riskier, but maybe we triple block Gandalf and try and get rid of Gandalf. He can only kill one creature unless they have a trick. I think I'm okay with that. Gotta put a stop to their card draw. Looks like it's going through. It's taking a lot of damage here. We're not winning. We are not winning. That helps a lot. Okay, so we can Frodo, make Bilbo the ring bearer. We can Took, make Bilbo the ring bearer again. We're gonna make a treasure token here. The treasure token is gonna make a food token. We can pop the food token and save ourselves. I guess we're getting the treasure anyway. We'll have all the colors we need for Aragorn anyway. Do I need the extra land? Not really. I guess we can discard the plains, is fine. It's a little awkward, but I think it's fine. Okay. We'll sack the food. Ugh. Unbelievable. Guess I'm getting rid of my army token. Yep. That's a problem. Again, they still don't have a good flicker target, so that's the only positive thing we have going at the moment. We do need to block the Vanguard, though. I think Frodo is the one that is good. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and crack our food. This is awkward. I need to play out the Ent to get the food token trigger. I guess we could see if Bilbo, if they block first. Oh, claim the precious is pretty good too. But we need the food token from the Ent, so are we discarding Aragorn here? Yeah, I think we are. The thing is, as long as we're making food tokens, or any tokens, we don't need to kill the bird. We can keep pace. One food keeps pace with the bird. So I think I'm going to kill the troll to save as many creatures as possible here. And then we can play out the Ent. And then make 2 foods here. And hopefully they can't make that bird a level 4 ring bearer this turn. If they can't do that, we have a real chance here at stabilizing and coming back. All their damage has come from a bird, though. I'd be lying if I didn't say that it feels bad. It feels real bad. Many Partings is a decent top deck. It gives us more food. Okay. Extra food denied. Now they have a blocker for Bilbo. A little annoying, but that's okay. Oh. That's a little weird, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not, because now Meneldor is the level. I see, I see. Okay. Level 4, got it. Okay. I guess I'm gonna play it back out. We can still crack both foods and not die next turn. I just wish I had a way to block this 3/3 flyer. It's not good enough. We need a way to make tokens. I guess I can give trample, but then I don't have enough to pop the food tokens and survive Meneldor. I think we just attack in and see what we draw into. It's not bad. Okay. Are we dead? Very close. I don't think we're dead yet. Oh, I guess we don't have enough land, do we? No, we do. Okay. We're not dead yet. We're gonna make 2 food tokens here. We're not dead yet. It's a miracle. Start making 3 foods a turn. Yeah, that doesn't matter. So we can make 3 foods a turn, and if we keep doing that, they have 8 cards left. Seven cards left. Six. A double Gandalf. We have to crack both foods here. So let's do that. If they get rid of Took, there's no way we win. That'll do it. I have to sacrifice him, or else I die here. It's not optional. Yeah, we're dead. Guess I just swing out. And if we're really lucky, maybe they don't block it all and we win. 7, 12. Yeah, I mean, if they don't block at all, we could technically win with the Pathfinder if we're really lucky. So. Alright. We're not gonna win anyways. And it looks like they found the block as well. Whoop. Okay. I mean, that's game. Quick beam cannot block what we need it to. I'll just pump. Soloed by a bird. What can I do? Alright. Well, our deck's off to a shaky start, but it's still a really good deck, so I'm gonna keep playing it, man. I think both games were kind of weird that we lost. I think that last game was just 3/3 flying ring bearer that we can't block. That was really unfortunate. Alright, this hand looks great. It's not just good, it's great. Let's do this. Perfect. Okay. We now arguably have the perfect hand. Took into Butterbur is like the dream. Okay. I will not be blocking this 3/3. Oh, Torment's quite good. In fact, I'm going to do that this turn instead of Butterbur. We'll still make the food token. Let's see what they got. Right. I'm getting rid of Meneldor. Yeah. I'm gonna do no blocks here. I mean, if they attack with Rosie, I'll block with my Orc Army, but... the Took Butterbur combo is just too good. It's not worth getting rid of that. I take 5. We're not gonna be able to sack our foods this turn. Actually, you know, yeah, no, we won't. Next turn, though, when we play an Ent, we'll be able to sack all 3 at once to draw a card if we want, and then make 2 more. Seems decent. Envelope is annoying. I think Rosie, yeah. Again, I will not block. I'm just gonna take damage. Yeah, that's fine. Oh. They didn't attack with their 3/3. They missed 3 points of damage there for sure. I would not have blocked. Just gonna slam the Ent. I'll pretty much take care of the whole board. And let's go ahead and do Took's. Yeah, no attacks. Right? Yeah, no attacks. Let's do Took's ability here. And we're gonna make 2 new food tokens, so totally worth it. Very nice. Okay. Cannot block Rosie. Many partings, 2 more food tokens. Get a swamp. What can we do this turn? We can Took. We'll never be able to use all those anyway. Pathfinder. sack our food. Let's say go. Kind of in defense mode right now. Make 2 more foods. Yeah, I've heard people say like the food synergies aren't good in the set. Clearly, as you can see from this game, they can be good. You just have to have the right cards to go with them. That's a decent target for my Claim the Precious. You know, I think something like Mushroom Watchdogs is bad food synergy, but I think if you have ways to keep creating food tokens and create multiple of them in one turn, it can be very powerful. Kind of want to just attack in with my Ent and then pump it with Pathfinder if they block in a way that isn't good. If I don't need to pump my Ent to save it, we can then do some other stuff. But it looks like, yeah, I'll kill all 3 of those creatures. Thank you. 100%. That just leaves him with a Rosie and a Prince and a Ghost. Totally worth it. We're going to take the turn off and pump. I mean, yeah, we don't get to make 2 more food tokens, but that was just too good of a deal. Let's go with Ent and make 3 more foods total, so we can sack them to Took, and then we can claim the Precious as well this turn. Oh, never mind. They're done. That was a nice little food synergy legendary showcase. I think this hand's just fine. Pathfinder can do tons of work. Frodo, top deck is nice. Play that or Dwarf next turn. Or Bilbo. Or sorry, Frodo. I always get Frodo and Bilbo confused. Teamer elves, eh? Kind of like Teamer elves. I've played with it a few times. It's not bad. Block here. So I think ideally we want Frodo to win eventually. But all we need to concentrate on is like getting our ring level up. So I think if we play out Frodo now, we can still choose this Frodo as our ring bearer. Attack and loot. We need land. Black land is perfect. What are we getting rid of instead? Legolas? All of a sudden doesn't look important. Play all land, and now we can put out Guardian to force level 3. And then we can drop legendaries to reassign our ring bearer to the Frodo that's going to win the game. I think that's fine. This Guardian makes a really great blocker against these elves. They'd have to scry twice here to get it out of range of my Guardian trading. And I think, given my board, they don't want to give me temps. Yeah, it's just a regular scry. They can get their chance met elves out of range if they attack with both, but then they lose their scry elf. Not sure it's worth it, yeah. Okay, so let's put out Took. Get Frodo to level 3. Level the other Frodo up to level 2. Yeah, that's best. We're going to do that. So I'm going to play out Took first. So Frodo is an automatic. When something blocks it, they die. This will force the elf to go, which will clear the path for the other Frodo next turn after we drop another legendary creature, hopefully. We do not need this black land. I actually need like a Citadel or another Pathfinder to get another trigger, or my Guardian needs to die, so I don't know. I don't need Prince either. Theoretically, do I need 1/1s to win this game? No. I'm gonna get rid of the swamp. It's close though. We'll just pump up Frodo's ability, or level up his ability at the end of their turn. Doors. That is not very helpful for them in this situation. Oh, they're attacking in. That's a big mistake. They're giving me a level 4 Frodo with 3 black mana on the board and no way to block it. That's game. That was a big mistake. They couldn't do that. I mean, I think it was a little bit inevitable, but like this just automatically gives me the ring temp I want, you know? Whereas the other way, I would have had to have the answer in my hand, so yeah. And that's game. Just gonna level them up and attack in. There's really nothing they can do here. Doesn't matter what I discard. Alright. Some nice legendary cross synergy there. Three wins. That's an important mark. I am surprised that we already have 2 losses, but they were kind of weird games, weren't they? This hand's real good. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle this off now. They're cycling their end as well. And that's a problem. We'll have an answer eventually, but that's a problem. That's a bigger problem. That's a good draw. Let's go with the dwarf first. No, I can't block. But Swinging in for 4 looks good. That was a mistake for me. I thought for some reason my mana would float and I'd be able to double cast. It was really bad. Should have put out Legolas. Auto Tapper also kind of got us because, like, the least it could have done in that situation is leave open double black so we could level up Frodo. It's all sorts of bad. Okay, I'm dropping it. I'm over it. Moving on mentally. Dense Fury. Okay. Frodo here. And I think into Crebain is right. Second Ents Fury. Okay. I guess I'll give it to Frodo. I will double block here to kill the Rangers if they attack in. Nazgul's quite good. That's not bad. I mean, we're going to be drawing cards and we're going to want chump blockers. I think that's a good play. Is Legolas going again? I think so. Legolas should just be renamed my automatic discard card in my deck. It just doesn't make the cut. He's by far our weakest legendary card we have. Here we go. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to chump, trade, and let the other hit. It does mean they're very likely to get another ring-bearing trigger off of Dune Rangers and then another trigger on the Nazgul. I am aware of this. But getting rid of their food generation, I think, is going to be better in the long run here since we are in a grindier game. Really want to get Quick Beam out there. Quick Beam followed by Generous Ent would be really nice. Okay. That's a good draw. Do I want to use that now? Suppose I do. Eventually here want to get rid of the Nazgul. Could just play out Quick Beam though. Yeah, let's just get rid of the Nazgul now. It's safer. And we have Frodo at level 4, which is nice. Alright, there is their ring bearer. At least the Nazgul is off the battlefield, though. Kind of plan on endlessly chumping here with my 1/1s. I don't have complete endless chumping, but I do have an Ent coming. That does get rid of my chump plan. So that's a bit of a blow. Oh, good thing they got rid of Clean the Precious. Alright, so block, taking 6. We're still in this game. I think we need to, we need to play out our 5/7 instead of our 5/6, as our 5/7 can block and bounce. And the 5/6 doesn't. So. Generous Ent it is. Attack in with Frodo. We don't need Bilbo. I think the food from the many partings is a little bit better in this situation. Alright, chump, bounce, go. Do I have lethal? I do not. Do I need to play out the creature? I do. I can only afford to attack in with Frodo here. They're gonna gain too much life off the food tokens they have. So it's not lethal. So. Yeah. Just Frodo. Alright, we're clawing our way back. That's fine. It blocks Frodo, which is annoying. Okay. Interesting block step here. If we double block the porter to kill it, we lose both our ents. I don't think that's acceptable. If we double block the Dune Rangers, we have to chump block the Porter, and we lose one of our ents, and we're left with a 5/7. I don't think that's acceptable either. So what's the play? Bounce chump. We could still win on the back crack if we get an ent off the top to give us enough trample. Right? Let's thin out our deck. I need to loot here. I don't think it's optional. If we had drawn that one turn earlier, we would have had lethal here. It really hurts. I mean, the good news is we can now start killing their rangers and their porter. The bad news is we're still just in a really big world of hurt because of this Haunt of the Dead Marshes. Huh. Long game. Really grindy. Like to see that. Do I have any more ents? No, I do not. So ent trample is out of the picture. It feels real bad knowing that I'm probably going to chump with my 5/6, but I think I'm going to be chumping with my 5/6. Unbelievable. Oh, they just want the scry. I think I let this hit, yeah. I can take one here. Right? Not crazy. It blocks. We'll be looting that away. Can't attack. I'm not in a position to attack. I mean, I can attack with Frodo, and I need to. That's it. Pathfinder's not bad here. It's not great. It's not bad. Let's go ahead and put that out, and then we can hold open cracking our food, or at least two of them. Okay. I don't think that changes that they're dying from Frodo. They have really awkward attacks here. Okay. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna let him take both my Ents here, maybe. I can gain. Maybe I let him take my Pathfinder. No, my Pathfinder can give trample to any target. It's too important. Let's go ahead and just have him jump here. We're going to lose both our Ents, so that's kind of extraordinarily disappointing. But yeah, there's no way around it. Okay, there they go. It's fine. I mean, I didn't like it, but I think we're still stable-ish on the board. It's fine. Get rid of both our foods here. Let's draw into something good. That is something that's really good. Yeah, that is stabilization in a can. And when they block with their elf this turn, there's no way for them to bring it back. So, do I want Frodo or my Ent as my ring bearer? I guess I still want Frodo. A little risky, but worth it. Okay. Sack our food, get another food. As I go. I'm feeling very good now. We're at 13 life. With a pretty stable board. Oh. Well, that's quite a good spell. That changes things, doesn't it? Huh. I mean, that has to block Frodo. It's gonna die next turn. I'm not sure what they were thinking with that. Maybe they just needed the blocker. I don't see what the trick is here. I'm going to double block it. With my Pathfinder and my Ent. Oh, their mana's tapped. This is safe. Okay. I guess they're off it. That was a little weird. Long game. Alright. I mean, we were off to a rocky start, but 4 wins. Not bad. Let's see. Now, this is keepable. Generous Ent is a forest. There's another forest, so we've got most of our mana we need. I'm gonna hold on to my cycler. Okay. Are they stuck on lands over there? That would not be good if they are. We're gonna move to combat and maybe attack in and see. Or we just play out Crebain. Well, we'll just play out Crebain. No attacks. Sus. We passed. I'm gonna go ahead and forest cycle now, so that I don't miss my land drops. And I think I attack all and just hold up an Orcish Medicine here. I like it. It's a bold attack. You know? Yeah, it's just fine. I mean, what do you take in this situation, yeah? I'm sure all of it's pretty concerning. Torment. You know, I do have a path to cast Aragorn in my hand with the Pathfinder, so that's pretty risky that they would leave Aragorn in my hand. Gonna attack in, offer the trade for my army token. I mean, we have Aragorn next turn. They don't take it here. They took the Ent. No respect for Aragorn. Well, we're just gonna play him. I mean, maybe they have a removal spell, but 4 mana 5/5 with upside is pretty ridiculous. Maybe they didn't think I could cast it. I don't know. Rangers is good. Alright. Frodo is nice. Get a 1/1. We could upgrade that if we want. I don't really have very many good attacks. I'm just gonna upgrade it now. And do I swing in for 1 in the air? I guess I do. I'll play out the land. Pathfinder gets closer to being able to use the secondary ability. I mean, yeah, they've got some fat creatures. Jump. Oh, that's quite good. So we're gonna get Scry and +4 to a creature. That's pretty sweet. Do I want the lifelink and trade off Frodo, or do I want, like, to attack on the ground for 9? They're just gonna chump with the 2/2. Or I could just do the bird and get him for 5 guaranteed. That seems pretty good. I want both of these, actually. Don't I? I'll just keep both. Good. Let's swing in the air, yeah. As risky as this is, I think I am going to double block here. I mean, worst case scenario, we gain 2 life. If they have a trick, I want it out of their hand anyway. Okay, they took Legolas, that's fine. We gain 2 life. I'm very okay with all of that happening. Rise of the Witch King. Okay. Who do I sacrifice here? Probably Emerhill? Think about the Rangers? I guess they really want a Ring Bearer level 3. Huh. Remains nice. Okay. I mean, +4 in the air again. Looks pretty good. They took all of it. Okay. Just gonna take all of it. It's not worth the block. They're missing red. Guardian. Perfect. Pathfinder online, and that wins it, yeah? Trample with the bird. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Deck's good. Finally, Aragorn doing something. Landing on the board and doing something. World first. He had so many opportunities to take him too. He just wrecked him. This is a great start hand. Spider, ramp, Butterbur. GG. For Bane. Off the top. Actually, no. We'll probably still go straight into Butterbeer after the first Pathfinder. Put a land down, and then I'm going to attack in first. Good. Pathfinder. Preve is fine. Does slow us down just a touch, though. Envelope is okay. Grond with no army token to crew it is a little awkward. Okay. We can double spell here. We can do Pathfinder plus Frodo. I think it's good. Make the Spider. I don't think it really matters who we choose here. Good game. What are you talking about? Don't good game me. I don't care what's in your hand. It's not a good game yet. Definitely don't have it. Plus, my in-hand cards are excellent. Spiteful Bandry. That's it? Yeah, that's not GG. You don't good game somebody over that card. Plenty of game left. Pathfinder out. Then we'll ramp into our Ent and stabilize. Now I just have to win this game, you know? The guy GG'd me. He GG'd me when I was at 20 life. I think that's a little premature by that person. I mean, make no mistake, Spiteful Banditry is a very good card, but it is not an automatic win there. They got rid of a lot of my little creatures, but nothing huge. This Ent is massive on the board. I will hit them for 3 here. Now, interesting enough, depending on what they do here, I might not block if they attack him with Grond. It's very likely that they have like a burn spell for 1, 2, or 3 damage. And if I block with my 5/6 against their Grond, yeah, this is highly sus. All their mana's open. If I block with my Ent here, the Ent's gonna die. So I think I just take the 5, knowing that I have Butterbeer coming up. I can stabilize with life. It'll be fine. I need to keep my Ent out of range for them. I think that's just necessary. Yeah, so they had a Hobbit Sting. Getting rid of my Pathfinder's fine. mean, another land's okay. We'll get food, stabilize. Oh, nope, still have something. Okay, smite. So this next attack turn is going to be very telling. If they don't attack him with Grand and they just attack him with their 3/3 flyer, then they don't have any more tricks left. So it will be safe to block their 5/5 with my 5/6. So, but if they attack in with Grand, like, I pretty much do have to block into their tricks. So let's see what they do. Okay, they're getting more cards. They didn't have anything there. Did they draw anything? No, they did not. That's great. Okay. Ah, generous end. Fantastic. Good draw. Okay. I am swinging for 7. I gotta put pressure on. If they have any removal, we're dead anyway, so let's just go for it. 5/7 blocks our 5/5 perfectly, so they're gonna hit for 3 in the air, but we can gain 3 with the food, and then just swing in and start applying tons of pressure here. Ooh, pass. Many partings is fine. Another food definitely gives us a little bit more leeway. I think I will attack with all here. It's a little risky, but I think it's worth it. Okay. 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 Alright. Many partings it is. And I feel really good here. Take planes is fine. I mean, 2 foods to sacrifice. We're at 13 life. They're at 1. Shadowfax is dangerous. If they have a creature to follow this up with, we could be dead. 7, 8. They just need to... 8. No, they can't kill us here. The most they could do is 11, and we're at 13 theoretically. Oh, no creature to drop. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing with how much removal they have. We're gonna sack our food. That's a good draw. I'll play that out after I attack. This is forced double chump blocking. Yep. Okay, Aragorn's pretty fat. This will teach you to GG somebody. Mid-game, 20 life, come on. I mean, Spiteful Banditry is very good, but you don't GG somebody and playing it. Are we about to see a world first triple chump? Oh, this is so gross. This is triple chump. Man, I'm smiling so big over here. That was so gross. That was big. And they killed themselves. GG. Don't ever GG me mid-game when I have 20 life still. Teach you. Jeez. Don't do that to people, guys. Alright, well, we clawed our way back to 6 wins after our 2 early losses. And we are in running for trophy with our 5-color legendary deck. So let's just win this game and then another trophy. This is actually my this would be my second trophy today. I've played 2 rounds, second trophy. My first trophy was I played a awesome aggro Mardu deck, but my recording got messed up, so you'll never see it. It was absolutely beautiful, though. It went 7-1, as expected. Pathfinder. No. There's some temptation to go in and try and offer a trade, but they're not going to take it anyway. And I think the Spider's just going to be a very important blocker with Frodo. They're clearly on the Frodo win plan. So, another Pathfinder. We'll just do major setup here. No rush. Hold open Orcish Medicine. You know. Let's develop out our board. Double Pathfinder is nice, though. Already at 5 mana. It took a long time to think there to play out an equipment. It's a little awkward. Oh, man. Orcish Medicine's about to light them up here with Death Touch. Yeah. That was nice. Basically turned into a 2-mana kill spell, make a 1/1. Bilbo looks good here. If we make Bilbo our ring bearer and he connects, we can cast Aragorn next turn. So let's hope he lives to tell the tale. It's a pretty good hand. What are you gonna take? Ah. They know the power of Aragorn. How dare they? That's alright. Guardian's just fine in this situation too. And if they don't want us to get a treasure, they're gonna have to block with Frodo. Which could be risky. Well, I guess it's not risky. They know what's in my hand. Never mind. It's a bad attack. Bet you won't. Sorry, OP. Forgot they looked at my hand and knew what I had. Death Touch Spiders. A huge problem for them, though. And they have 0 tempt for their Frodo so far, which is not good. I mean, nothing on our board's amazing at the moment. That's the funny thing here. You know, we got like a million 1/1s and Bilbo, and then, you know, a Guardian that tempts when it dies, but like nothing on our board is like stand out. Oh, that's an amazing card, so it's very interesting. We're doing so well. There's their first tempt. Alright. Okay. 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 Yeah. I mean, now Bilbo gets in for a treasure. I think that is important. Three Pathfinders. Wonder if we'll get all 4 on the board. What must they think with 3 Pathfinders? That is something, you know, I would like to say that if you play green, like 3 or 4 Pathfinders is definitely the way to go. you want to be ramping up to your Ents as fast as possible, or ramping into good multicolor cards. Pathfinder is the ideal 2-drop for green. Always has been, always will be. Lashing my Bilbo, eh? Guess I'll make my Orc the Ring Bearer. But yeah, like it's see, we're able to play an Ent here instead of 4 cycling it, because we have a ridiculous amount of Pathfinders. Pre-combat or post-combat? Pre's fine. Boom. Boom. We'll see if they trade. I would like my Ring Bearer to get up to level 3 and force some uncomfortable situations, and I'm actually going to move it to my Ent. So the reason why I played out my Ent pre-combat is so that I could move my Ring Bearer to the Ent. I think a level 3 Ent Ring Bearer is very good. So let's do that. I like our position. I mean, they have to get rid of our Ent, but they also can't win with Frodo as long as we have the spider on the board. So they have 2 threats they really need to get rid of. And then I have all these Pathfinders that are just imminent 3/3 trample. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people recently say that green is not playable in this set, and I just 100% disagree. Clearly we're 6-2 at the moment. And we're doing pretty well here, so I don't think trophying is out of the question here. They might have another Sam's Rescue, but I'm going to go ahead and try and kill it right now with my Death Touch Spider. But anyway, what I was saying is that I found green to be a very strong color in the set. And, I mean, yeah, is black stronger? Yeah, probably. Is white stronger? I don't know. Sometimes. Depends. But to say green is unplayable, I think is a stretch way too far, because clearly green can do really nice things. I don't know if I want Legolas. I think I'm going to loot pre-combat before deciding on Legolas or not. I'd actually prefer the land over Legolas. Man, poor Legolas. Poor Legolas. I think I'm going to take the land so that my Pathfinders can give trample easier. But I mean, look at this situation. How can they win here? This is such a bad spot for them. Now we can defensively pump up with our Pathfinders on our Orc to make it a good 4/4 blocker. But this Genosent's just going to go to town and kill them. Single-handedly. That's fine. Okay. Okay. A block. I mean, they could have a few 1-mana black tricks, but I think it's worth it to go for it. It's a free pump for us. Why not? Let's go for the pump. All right. Good. And with trample, I don't think they can come back from this. We'll attack first. There's our 4th Pathfinder. How troll is this? I think I'd rather play my Pathfinder to board than trampling here, so I will just let that resolve. But 4. Ha ha ha. 4 Pathfinders. All 4 on the board. And they say green isn't good. Hmm. Eight. Is it worth losing 2 Pathfinders to this? No. We're taking 8 and then we'll crack the food. Go back up to 15. Yeah, they probably like, what, have a land in their hand? It's a good draw. Just attack command. Get rid of the land. This is nice because if they attack in, my Ent becomes a level 4 ring bearer, and that's just GG, I think. Okay. Urbane is good for them in this situation. It buys them quite a bit of time if they want. They still can't really attack in well here. Okay. I mean, both are good. We can only pump one of them, but both are good. Double swamp. Think how good Aragorn would have been if it was on the board this game. A lot of green triggers, a lot of +4s. Okay. I think I saved my Guardian. I mean, there is some temptation to bring my Ent to level 4 ring bearer, but I think Guardian trampling and being saved and doing damage is good enough. So I'm gonna do that. They can't kill me on the back crack. They have 8, 9, and then even if they made ring bearer, that's 10, 11, 12. So they'd have to find 3 more damage out of nowhere, and I just don't think they will. Okay. Taking 4 here, going down to 11. Island. Island. Okay. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, Lash? Yeah. That's fine. We're so close to lethal that, I mean, our Guardian can basically do it. Butterbear's great off the top. If I attack him with my Guardian and they block, they have to block. I can get them down to 1 if they only single block. And then I'll have 3 1/1s on the board after, all lethal. I think that's good. Don't even care what they block with. So Butterbeer is not going to hit the battlefield this turn. I'm going to go for maximum damage. So, yeah, getting them down to 1 and then having 3 Pathfinders all lethal is like GG. And I don't think they can find 11 damage with 1 creature on board. So, it seems safe. Even if they move that over, that's only 5. And then if they're a ring bearer, that's 8. Yep. This is better. Going for lethal for next turn. Setting it up. And they have to put a 1/1 out, or else our ring bearer just gets them anyway, so. GG. It was a really good game. It was crazy. There it is. Alright. Yet another trophy. Yet another amazing win with 5-color legendary. By far my favorite build in the entire set. I've played 5-color legendary in pretty much every draft I've done in the last 2 weeks. And, yeah, it's a trophy powerhouse. Not as much flicker as I normally get, but still really good. My first time doing green-black base for legendary, and it still worked out just fine. Normally I'd like to do black-white, but I can't complain. The green base did very well. The Ents for the end game and the 4 Pathfinders were just overperformers. Let's open some cards. Lamdring. The Fateful Strike. My first trickery, really? I've never taken that card? Interesting. It's a good card. One ring to rule them all. My first Gimli. My first Firebrand, too. Well, that was fun. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time for our next draft.